Right before the college entrance exam, I went crazy and injected 18 deadly viruses into my body. Because on exam day, a blood moon hit the whole world. The viruses mutated, and anyone who was already sick could awaken powers based on the virus inside them, giving the host insane abilities. People with colds and fevers awakened powers that let them control fire and burn everything in their path. Pink eye patients could fire laser beams and slice through anything. Even my classmate Jack, the guy with a corn on his foot, awakened into some overpowered kun-kun monster. In my previous life, I was a pharmaceutical researcher. I was perfectly healthy, and that made me absolute bottom-tier trash. Then the old clock let out a dull chime. The bright sky got swallowed by a layer of blood-red haze, and the apocalypse arrived right on schedule. My body started mutating too. Countless tendrils stretched out of me, able to devour flesh and blood, and even absorb and copy other people's powers. That was the power of the blacklight virus inside me, and I could feel it. Ever since my heart mutated, there seemed to be a violently powerful force brewing inside it. Looks like if I want to unlock more abilities, I need to collect more pathogen orbs. Time to make a move. I jumped from more than 10 stories up and landed solidly on top of a car. The impact was so heavy I crushed it into a pile of scrap. Everyone around me jumped in shock and stared. I ignored them and locked my eyes on the intersection, sensing that restless aura. The next second, screams started ripping through the packed street, and even from far away, you could see blood flying. Just like I remembered from my previous life. Once the blood moon came down, the monsters mutating nearby started slaughtering people here. The pigeons at the barbecue joint, the spiders on the wall, the chickens on the basketball court, they had no reason left, just the instinct to kill. In barely a dozen minutes, they butchered hundreds of people. But I wasn't stepping in to save anyone. Those mutated monsters carried something called pathogen orbs. And if I wanted to evolve into a perfect life form, I needed a whole lot of that XP. The mutated tomcat had grown dozens of times bigger. With those blood-red eyes and razor-sharp fangs, it was fiercer than a lion. Tom's owner had no clue what was happening. She kept crying out, "Mommy's good boy," from behind him. The next second, Tom smashed her head apart with one swipe. That bloody scene made everyone's heart race, and the whole place instantly fell into chaos. I could feel the power inside me surging non-stop as I stepped from car to car, closing in until I was less than 2 meters from the frenzied Tom. My eyes were cold as ice. The moment it felt my gaze lock onto it, the crazed Tom turned to me. It lowered its body like an arrow pulled back on the string, then launched itself forward the next second. As people ran for their lives, they couldn't help glancing back. One after another, they looked horrified. They were sure this young guy who dropped out of the sky had a death wish. But what happened next left every single one of them stunned. The Tom monster let out a howl and lunged at me. My expression didn't change at all. It looked fast, but in my eyes, it was basically moving in slow motion. A wet squirming sound filled the air as black veins spread across my right arm and fully wrapped around it. Sharp barbs jutted out from my shoulder and wrist, and my fingers stretched into steel blades gleaming with a cold light. Before anyone could even react, I thrust forward, and the steel blade punched straight through the monster's heart. The monster froze in midair, and the light in its eyes slowly died out. A faint green orb rose out of its body. That was the pathogen orb. I closed my hand gently. The orb broke into specks, and they sank into my body, bringing a weak